Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Unscripted and Unchained RPG Review. I am Game Master Bloodworth, and as you can see by the graphics, today's video I am going to briefly go over the 8 TTRPGs that I will be game mastering in 2024. So I know the image only shows 5, and those are going to be the 5 game systems that I really do continue forward beyond, hopefully, 2024. But these are going to be my focus or my primary game systems that I'm looking to either start running and maintain or spend the most time running during the 2024 year. So, as many of you know, this is a big celebration year. 2024 is the 50th anniversary of 1974's Dungeons and Dragons, and really for myself, I look at it not just as a celebration of Dungeons and Dragons and what those what those legendary game creators have brought to us, really creating an entire hobby around their one game system. And so I think it's really important for us to both acknowledge that and acknowledge the hobby itself. And that's why you're going to see such a great reflection in what I'm running during this particular year, to really celebrate that, to celebrate the hobby. So without further ado, I'm going to start going over it. Now, as I said, this image here doesn't necessarily show, in the case of Call of Cthulhu, I am not running Call of Cthulhu 7th edition. I will be running a 2nd edition version of it, but I'll go into more detail with that once I get to it. So overall, 8 games I'm going to cover, and some of them will be dropping off my list following 2024. So this will be the last time that I will be running these at conventions, and then we'll see what 2025 brings and how well these 5 game systems carry me through 2024. So without further ado, let me just jump to full screen here. So my Castles and Crusades home game is utilizing this printing of Castles and Crusades. So this is the 7th and 8th printing, basically all of the homage covers of which are homages to AD&D First Edition. And in my home game, I am running Castles and Crusades set in the Castles Agig Igsburg campaign setting by Gary Gygax. So this is how I am really celebrating the contributions of Gary Gygax himself in the 50th anniversary of Dungeons and Dragons is this as well. You will also see me do some separate videos talking about Dave Arneson and his contributions as well. I have a book by Robert Kuntz on Dave Arneson and the genius of Dave Arneson, and I will be talking about him as well in the next couple of weeks. So you'll see that coming through my channel, and further just talking about those legendary figures that really did help move this hobby to the forefront of my leisure time, and for many countless tens of thousands as well. So I did in the picture now have Castles and Crusades in this form here. So this is the white box, and it's the homage to the original Dungeons and Dragons white box. And this is what I bring with me to conventions. And this is a backup game. So anytime that there are open tables, and if I have a time slot that is suddenly available, bang, I'm at the table, and I'm going to be either running this or one of the other games that I'll be talking about. So I bring this now as my travel, and this I will be bringing with me to Rising Phoenix Game Con. So that is the next game convention that I'm going to, and I'm going to bring up a graphic to show you what I'm actually running there as well. So that's my Castles and Crusades. Shadowdark. So I got this just before the new year. So this finally arrived around December 29th or 30th or so, and you can see I already have it tabbed up and ready to go. I will be running this at Rising Phoenix GameCon in April, and there are a lot of other publishers out there who are creating content for use with Shadowdark. All right, and I've already started pointing this out in the last couple of videos on my channel, and I have declared, at least from my perspective, I have declared that there's going to be a growing trend, or there is a trend, and I think it's going to be growing, that you're going to see a lot more third-party creators creating for Shadowdark moving forward. The system is super, super easy to use. It's, as you can see, very, very compact, very easy to bring this, along the screen and some of its smaller size modules and everything. Very, very useful to bring to a convention. I think that this is going to explode at conventions in 2024, and then in the future 2025 we'll see what Kelsey Dion does with it, but I really do expect to see a lot more coming out in support of this game system, and it's going to be a go-to, I think. So let's continue doing it. I know I have one commenter on my thing that thinks that this is kind of a dull game system, and I completely disagree. I think that it is going to be huge. Call of Cthulhu, like I said, on the image I showed 7, but this is the classic edition, which is technically 2nd edition. And my session 0 is tonight, so this is my home game that I will be running. I'm running it with 3 players, 2 brand new players, so I've never run a game with them before. Just recently, within the last couple of days, met with them. One of them is an Army veteran, so that's always great as well. And one of the other players is someone who has been with me now for over 2 years, probably closer to 3 years. So great to have at least one of my veteran players in the group of 3 as well, and then another player who just brought him on the other day, and looking forward to really getting to know each other. And I plan on running this bi-weekly campaign, 2nd edition campaign, for as long as their characters maintain their sanity and survive. If they all get wiped out or whatever, maybe I'll consider bringing in another new group of 3 players, or we'll just start fresh and pick up where their former characters left off. Got to see how it goes. Really excited about getting back into Call of Cthulhu. It has been decades and decades since I have played it, and to run it, going back to this and to run it, it's a really, really simple system to use to run. It's a little bit more complicated to create adventures for it, because at least the way I view it is it's more of a thinking man's RPG, and so you have to go in there and you have to make it more investigative and discovery and that kind of a setting, plus try to create the atmosphere of eldritch horror, which is also complicated to do as well. So really excited about that, and we'll see how it goes. Next, Hyperboria. So I haven't had a chance to play or run this, and I've only just started to dig into it and everything, but I know that this is a huge game at conventions. And so I am going to be reading this throughout the year and getting really, really familiar with it. If I can find Hyperboria to play as a player at Rising Phoenix GameCon in April, then I will certainly join a game that is running this. And then ShireCon in September, This will be my third ShireCon that I'll be attending. I believe it is ShireCon 6. And Jeffrey Talanian goes to that convention. And so, I mean, part of me says I'd love to have him sitting at my table as I'm running it. And then another part of me is saying, like, that is going to be a nerve-wracking thing to actually have the creator of the game sitting at my table as I run it. So I don't know. I have kind of like mixed feelings, and I'm assuming that he'll actually sit at my table, but he'll probably stop by. At least I hope he does, and that would be really cool as well. But yeah, so I'm gonna give it a real deep dive over these next couple of weeks and months, and then I will I'm gonna take the plunge and I'm going to run it in September. The next game up on the list is Blade Runner. Now, I ran the case file, which was in the starter kit last year at Rising Phoenix, and it went phenomenally well. It was a lot of fun to run it. It was easy to run. The players loved it, and it was just such a great system. I'm glad to see that Free League is coming out with Case File 2. It's already available, I believe, for purchase or for pre-order. Certainly looking to, I will absolutely get that as well. So I'm going to run Case File 1 one more time, a second time, to see if I can, capture that same feel and lightning in the bottle kind of experience that I had from last year. And I have a feeling that it'll probably work just as well because it's such a rock solid adventure to run. It's a great system, and I'm glad to see that they're continuing support for it because this is another really, really good convention game. And with all of the player handouts and everything that come with those box sets, it's a phenomenal convention game. Great experience to have. Now I'm going to get to 3 game systems that I am going to start to cycle out of my rotation for going forward, going out of 2024. So I will be running my scenario for Gangbusters BX edition, until the new edition of this comes out, the advanced version of this comes out. So I am going to be running my own written adventure, Whiskey Creek Runs Red. And this will be the last time that I'm running it this year at Rising Phoenix. And I might run it at ShireCon as well, but only if people like Eric Tenkar actually join that game, because he is a retired NYPD police officer, and this game adventure is set in 1923 NYPD setting. So it would be really exciting to have him in that particular game, and we'll see how that goes. But this will be the last time that I'm running it this year. Waiting on the advanced to come out, and I'll have a whole new adventure going forward. And see. So I am running this at Rising Phoenix, and then possibly again at ShireCon. Another game that I ran last year for the first time at ShireCon was Weird Frontiers, and I'm going to give my adventure one more go at it. It was very, very successful this past year at ShireCon. I will be running this at Rising Phoenix, and probably end it there at Rising Phoenix. So I probably won't run this at ShireCon again. I'll be looking to run something else instead. And then finally, Conan 2D20 from Modiphius. This Modiphius no longer has the license for this, and this will be the last year that I'm running this game system as is. I'll see what Heroic Signatures does with the title, the IP for tabletop RPGs. I'll see if they come out with something else, or they try to license this game system from Modiphius to keep on moving forward. I don't know how all of that is going to work out, but I do have a really awesome adventure that I've run at other conventions previously, virtual conventions previously. I'm going to be running an adventure at Rising Phoenix with this in April, and this will probably be the last time that I'm running Conan 2D20. And another reason why I'm probably going to depart from running this is that Conan is actually being brought over into, or at least, the Conan-esque type of stories and Hyperboria and such is being brought over into Shadowdark, which is a Kickstarter that I pushed on my channel, and you can look at my videos and see, back in the back catalog where I was pushing the Slumbering City Kickstarter, which is still active. It's still active probably for about another 2 days or so. So I strongly suggest you take a look at it there. Yeah, that is Conan-esque, adventures set using using Shadowdark as a system. So really excited to see that as well. Like I said, it's a trend, I think, or at least I'm declaring it as a trend, that you're going to see more and more materials written for Shadowdark moving forward. So, going to switch views again here, and real quick, this is my schedule for Rising Phoenix. So Thursday, that's the first night at 7 p.m. I am running Shards of Ymir, which is a Conan 2D20 adventure I've written myself. Then Friday morning, I am running my adventure Whiskey Creek Runs Red. That's Gangbusters BX. Friday at 1 p.m. I am running Black Harlow's Breach, which is a Shadowdark adventure I've written myself. Then Saturday at 8 a.m. I am running The Horror on the Mound, which is Weird Frontiers adventure I've written myself. Saturday at 1 p.m., Case File number 1, Electric Dreams Blade Runner RPG, which was last year's box set. I have canceled this. I've canceled this adventure for Acts 2 because I won't have the physical copy of Acts in my hand by April, and so I've canceled this one. I'm going to leave my Sunday open for either an early departure or to catch something I haven't caught yet. So I haven't signed up for anything as a player. I've been looking at a few ideas and everything, but I'm going to research and see if there is any Hyperboria being run, because I definitely want to get in the game there. Hopefully there's something on one of the late night or sometime in Sunday so I can catch it there. So that's my plans for this GameCon. I will bring up the banner. It didn't actually go. There it is. So it is April 19th, 20th, and 21st. And it is I always forget if it's Milford. So Milford, Massachusetts. Held at this, at the Doubletree. So really, really convenient that it's there too. All right. You all have a great day. Actually, let me switch views. I'm sorry. So everyone, I hope you enjoyed this. You all have a great, weekend. It's Friday. I always lose track sometimes of time. So you all have a great weekend upcoming. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to talk about any of these games that I brought up, or you want to come in the comment section and tell me some of the games that you're going to be running, I'd be really, really interested to see what some of you are all looking to run in 2024, especially if you're looking to run new systems for yourself in 2024. So that would be really, cool for us to talk about and exchange some ideas or suggestions or anything like that. If you hadn't subscribed, please consider subscribing. Like the video, share the video, do all of that kind of stuff there. And I look forward to seeing you at a on the gaming screen or at a gaming convention sometime soon. Maybe in April I'll see you. So you all have a great weekend. Take care.